Comrades, I have very bad news. Bad news number one, this is last part of our Bulgaria adventure. Bad news number two, I'm very sick. But the good news is, our friends from Bulgaria showed us how to get back to strength like a bull. So it's pretty easy. First you take sugar and make it caramel sugar. Dobre. And then you put in very good homemade rakia. Yeah. And then you mix and mix. While it's still very warm, you put in 2 glass. Look at color. Look at color. Dobre. Okay. And then, first of all, because it's pushing away Dracula, but also because it's very healthy, you eat garlic. Yes, very good. Dobre. Na zdravie, comrades. Oh my god. Yes, this will get me back to health. For you, I hope you enjoyed Bulgaria series and you will enjoy last video. Happy New Year everybody. May it be better than the last one. And all the best. Отлично. Ciao.
Slowly but surely, our road trip through Bulgaria is coming to an end. But before that happens, we have some more of the amazing beauty to explore that Bulgaria has to offer. If you're not yet amazed by what incredible landscapes, beautiful wildlife, mountains, sea, thermal springs, ancient fortresses and monasteries and much more this country has to offer, then you should check the first 3 parts of our road trip. But for now, welcome to the last part. Welcome to Secret Bulgaria. We start with another amazing place that I wouldn't have expected in Bulgaria. These are the Cruna Falls, a series of picturesque waterfalls with many travertines, which is formed over thousands of years by limestone sediments. Due to the high humidity and the moist and mineral-rich soil near the little stream, there grows a different vegetation than anywhere we have been so far. Also, I gotta be honest with you here, what we show in this episode is not really a secret. They are well-known destinations, but it is more about the secrets that they hide. For me, this was probably the most beautiful place we visited. These amazing pools and formations formed by the water that calmly flows over the edges and turns into smooth waterfalls is just something I can look at for hours. A short walk above the waterfalls you can find a cave, where the river that feeds the cascade springs from. The next morning we started to the Stata Cave, using a road that was partly challenging for the car. If you want to visit this cave, you need a good headlight or a torch, and waterproof shoes are a good thing to have as well. After entering through the steel stairs, which can be slippery when wet, you find yourself in a hall as big as 40 meters in diameter. When you want to explore the cave further, you will need a light source and be very careful as there are some big rocks and steep steps. Oh, and be quiet, you're in someone's living room. I don't want to point the light directly to them because I don't want to stress them. But there are a lot, it must be like a few hundreds, I guess. I'll try to get closer with them. I have no idea what species that was, but if you want to learn more about bats and their habitats in Bulgaria, there is a link in the description. But what I can tell is that bats are incredibly important for a working ecosystem. So we should do everything to protect these animals and keep their populations stable. If you want to support bats yourself, part 1 would be to plant native plant species in your garden, and then there is also the possibility to build nesting boxes similar to bird nesting boxes for them. Also here you find useful links in the description. We are now in an area of Bulgaria where there are a shitload of caves, and as I maybe mentioned in an earlier video, there are 33 of all the 35 species native to Europe are also native to Bulgaria. We already saw some in the previous cave, so let's see, maybe we're gonna wow, look at this. Maybe we're gonna see some more in this cave. Wow. Devaska Cave is not only a spectacular cave with its huge holes in the ceiling and walls as high as 100 meters, but it is a very important refuge for so many animal species. 12 species of amphibians and reptiles and 34 mammal species, of which 15 alone are bats, are known to live in or around the Devaska Cave. Many of them are on the red list. You can hear the sometimes noisy bats and swallows when walking through the cave. In June and July, due to bat breeding activity, the cave is completely closed to public. So this part of the cave is actually... wow, look at this. So this part of the cave is actually closed. There are breeding and hibernating colonies of bats. At least 15 species have been confirmed here. And there are around 10,000 bats breeding here and 35,000 hibernating, so it's a very important site for bats in Bulgaria. But not only animals, at some time in history also humans called this cave their home. The earliest traces of human presence date back to the middle of the early Stone Age, before about 70,000 years BC. The last big cave we visited was the Prohodna Cave, one of the most famous ones in Bulgaria. It welcomed us on a mystical foggy day, which just fitted with the appearance of the cave. The cave, not far from a road with possibilities of parking, is well lit, and soon you will see why. These holes are called the Eyes of God. Perfectly symmetric eye-shaped holes in the ceiling that on rainy days even let you believe they cry. Something that I really like about the caves here in Bulgaria is that they are huge, like the halls. I mean, I don't know if you can see it, but the halls of the caves are enormous. Up to 35 meters to be precise. The arch of the back entrance with its 45 meters is, by the way, the highest cave arch in whole Bulgaria. There are also a lot of climbing routes. I looked it up, and actually some of the routes here are counted to the most difficult in the country. The final stop before returning the car turned out to be the cutest in many ways.
So this is what always happens.
Die will auch rauf. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Just
Wo ist der andere?
I think we're a gang now. They are following us, and I think that's the only gang I've ever wanted to be part of. 5 kittens adopted us and followed us on our hike along the river. They were very curious and playful, and goddamn, look at them, they are the cutest. And soon this totally absurd scene started to develop in front of our eyes.
Naki! Hi. Ja, Miau, jetzt bist du nass. Komm her. Ja, ja. Okay.
They were following us the whole way. Here we go.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Das ist so lustig.
So the cats belong to the local rangers, and while coming back from the upper river, he stopped, said hi and collected his cats, which are apparently used to travel by boat. What a life! Imagine boating around, randomly collecting your cat from bridges, going on a trip with them. That sounds amazing. The river that we are following is the Panega River, an easy and fun hike along this eco trail with beautiful autumn-colored flora. Here you can also find a small but unspectacular cave called Temna Dubka, which translates to dark hole. A few hundred meters later you can find the remains of an old rock church with a lot of renovated paintings in it. On our way back we saw a beautiful kingfisher, so we went on a hunt to catch a picture of it. Which was not so easy because they are quite shy and don't sit still if you come too close. Kingfishers are birds that rely on special habitat. They breed in caves that they build themselves, so what they need are natural steep banks that can be found on natural rivers. The kingfisher is at home in Europe, parts of Asia and North Africa. When hunting, he mainly waits on branches or other projections that hang over the water and then dives to catch his prey. He dives briefly and catches almost exclusively fish, rarely also insects and crustaceans. In my opinion, he is one of the most beautiful animals in Europe, and I'm always very happy when I see one. So we stalked this little fucker for about an hour, and finally Amy got this great shot. Tell Amy how amazing her picture is in the comments below. Just yesterday we returned our car, and I'm so happy because it was snowing the whole day and it turned whole Sofia into a winter wonderland. It's actually after midnight, but due to all the snow and the light, it looks like afternoon. So sadly our time in Bulgaria came to an end. We really fell a bit in love with this underrated country in the Balkans, and with the rakia. And I hope in this video series we were able to show you how many different and unique landscapes, but also history, Bulgaria has to offer. That being said, in 3 weeks we were only able to explore a little bit of Bulgaria, as this country is huge and has much more to offer. Anyway, our experiences were amazing, from arriving in Sofia, volunteering at the Ivan Vazov hut in the Rila Mountains, our road trip, as well as our final 2 weeks volunteering at Carol's place, close to Russe. We are in Romania right now on a little unexpected trip, but more on this in the next video. If you liked this one, as always, leave a like, subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!